There has never been a better time to be an enjoyer of open world survival games, and this list proves it. So let's dive into the best open world survival games releasing in the near future. ATOMFALL, releasing in March of 2025. This one's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. This one kind of gave me the vibes of what if Bethesda decided to create the next Fallout game in Unreal Engine. A nuclear disaster has left an area of Britain in tatters. This is a survival action game inspired by real-life events. ATOMFALL is set 5 years after the Windscale nuclear disaster in northern England. Explore the fictional quarantine zone and talk or fight your way through the British countryside, filled with bizarre characters, mysticism, cults, and rogue government agencies. Unravel a tapestry of interwoven narratives through exploration, conversation, investigation, and combat, where every choice you make has consequences, all while scavenging for supplies, crafting weapons, and fighting desperately to make it out alive. Next up, we have Under a Rock. This one's coming out in 2025 to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Linux. A procedural open-world survival craft game for 1 to 10 players. You'll explore a primitive but dangerous place with a different evolutionary path. Here, wildlife is oversized, Neanderthals still exist, and curses are real. You are an early 19th century explorer who has just been stranded in a strange new world. A hidden world that few can travel to and from, with a very different evolutionary path. You'll explore dark caves, underwater environments, and a vast surface world, all filled with their own unique challenges and resources. Base building offers a huge choice of assets to make your dream home, village, or city. You'll fight, tame, breed, and ride a wide variety of creatures. Tamed creatures come with different useful abilities that might be beneficial when exploring the island, or you can try your cooking skills. Built in Unreal Engine 5 without looking like so many other Unreal Engine games, this vibrant entry into the survival genre looks incredibly promising. Now, the next game on this list is one of the ones I'm the most excited about, but you know what else is fun? Trying to survive in space. Which means you should absolutely try Star Wars Hunters, which is the sponsor of today's video. In Star Wars Hunters, you'll face off in intense 4v4 third-person battles that take place in locations themed after the Star Wars universe, like the new Vader's Castle map, which is flowing with lava, hot and ready for battle. They've also added brand new Imperial-themed costumes, animations, and weapon reps for you to collect. So play Star Wars Hunters Season 2 for free right now on Nintendo Switch, iOS, or Android, and support me by using the download link in the description of this video or the QR code on screen. Massive shout out to Star Wars Hunters for sponsoring this segment. Thank you guys for listening. Now let's get back to the video. Project Castaway, releasing on September 23rd of 2024. This game is coming to PC and Linux. Project Castaway is a survival crafting title set in the Pacific Ocean. This is definitely one of the most promising games on this list. It's absolutely gorgeous and it looks incredibly well made. The game's UI looks solid and it's got a lot of promising features. You'll embark on the life of a true castaway stranded on a desert island with just yourself for company. Scavenge or hunt for food, traverse from island to island, and carefully construct rafts and shelters for when the night comes. It can get awfully cold on these islands. Use the natural materials surrounding you to construct a base. The key to your survival: hunt animals, fell trees, and scavenge ruined ships as you build your way to safety. While playing, you'll uncover the stories of those that were trapped on the island before you and what they did to try to escape. Hopefully, you can avoid their fate and make it back home. Next up, we've got Jurassic Park Survival. Coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, originally announced back in 2023 and looking like it's going to be released in 2025, but its exact release date is still unannounced. One of the best things about this game is that it was made by Saber Interactive, the studio who just made the incredible Space Marine 2. In this game, you'll return to Jurassic Park the day after the events of the beloved 1993 Jurassic Park film. Adventure through the fully realized island with reactive wildlife, dinosaurs, and other surprising threats. From the iconic towering park gates to the visitor center and beyond, Jurassic Park comes alive like never before. Outsmart, escape, and interact with the film's iconic dinosaurs. Use your ingenuity through distraction and stealth to navigate intense and unforgettable encounters in a journey to outlast some of the deadliest creatures to ever walk the earth. You will explore the park and use all of the resources at your disposal to find intelligent solutions to endure the many threats lurking on the island. This game looks like it's going to keep you on the edge of your seat, much like the original film, and I can't wait to try it. Next up, we've got POLYARIS, slated for the first quarter of 2025. This one's coming to PC. POLYARIS is a single-player, first-person survival skiing game set in a post-nuclear, procedurally generated Arctic world. Survive the cold, ski through icy wastelands, and find essential resources to fight enemies and uncover the mysteries of why you are the last one alive. In this game, you'll play as an engineer polar explorer who finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, somewhere in the far north on the border of Norway and Russia. A nuclear war occurs, but since you are in the Arctic zone, you are not directly affected, though you lose contact with the world. Now it's just you, your skis, the melting glaciers, and a mystery that you must solve. Outward 2. The release date for this one is still to be announced. It's looking like sometime in 2025. This is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Outward 2 is a challenging action RPG with survival elements, hoping to create a believable and relatable experience. There is no hand-holding, no leveled encounters, no divine gift making you tower over your enemies. Eat your meal, check your map, and grab your backpack and then get out there. You'll have to manage survival elements like hunger and thirst meters, and a crafting system that avoids being too complex. They're aiming for the game to have high replay value thanks to multiple branching storylines, and it'll also feature a deep magic system with multiple steps and hidden effects tucked within. You'll be able to play this one solo or co-op, online or split screen. Next up, we've got STARRUPTURE. The release date for this one is to be announced, and it's coming to PC. STARRUPTURE is a first-person open-world base-building game with advanced combat and tons of exploration. Play alone or in a group on this sublime and ever-changing planet. Extract and manage resources to create your complex industrial system and survive hordes of alien monsters. The trailer for this one feels like it was probably made way too early in the game's development. The gun is missing its recoil, the insect's movements don't feel great, the sound design for the weapon is awful. So I wouldn't have included this in the list if not for the fact that it was made by the same developer that made Green Hell, which was a unique and great take on a survival game. So here's hoping they're able to put a lot more polish into this one before releasing it into early access. Next up, we've got Rooted, release date to be announced. This one's coming to PC. In this solo and multiplayer survival game, you'll explore an ancient, overgrown world full of dangers. Salvage, build, hunt, and craft, and try to survive alone or with your friends in an evolving and fascinating post-apocalyptic environment. This one's powered by Unreal Engine 5, and it looks gorgeous as a result. Rooted is a post-apocalyptic survival game taking place near the year 2100. You are one of the few survivors. You must progress and adapt through the ruins of the past civilization that collapsed due to global biological warfare. Over the years, nature has somehow managed to make some areas safe, even taking back terrain and cleaning residue of the devastating bacterial weapons. Urban areas, however, are less fortunate. If you go there unprepared, you'll face dire consequences. You've been warned. To develop your camp and improve your living conditions, you must explore alone or with your friends to collect scraps and objects, restore items, or even create new ones that you'll learn how to craft along the way. It's too early to tell if this is going to be a great game when it's finished, but so far it's looking promising, so I'm going to keep my eyes on it. Next up, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, releasing in 2025 on PC. It's 1980 and Walton City, Texas has fallen to a zombie outbreak. You're going to lead a band of desperate survivors from refuge to refuge by scavenging, crafting, and fighting in a relentless struggle for survival. Plan wisely, stick together, and above all, keep moving if you want to make it out alive. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Day is a side-scrolling shelter survival game that tasks you with guiding a desperate group of zombie apocalypse survivors to safety. Craft weapons, scavenge resources, balance your group's needs, and try to get everyone out alive. In this game, you'll test your humanity as you make tough decisions about who will live, who will die, and who will be left behind. This one has all of your usual survival mechanics mixed into what looks like it's going to be a really unique take on the genre. If this one turns out well, it could be a really refreshing entry for survival enthusiasts. Terminator Survivors, releasing in 2025 to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Play as a survivor in an open world set after Judgment Day, where you, alone or in co-op, scavenge resources to build a base of operations for mankind. But you're not alone. Skynet machines and other human factions hunt you down. It's been 4 years since the day humanity nearly perished. The truth of the event is still muddied in half-truths as you emerge from a shelter and attempt to reestablish some semblance of society in a world that seems hell-bent on eliminating you and the last vestiges of mankind. You are tasked with scouring the surrounding lands for materials, information, other survivors, and key resources in order to establish a base of operations for your fledgling group. But you're not alone. Skynet's machines are hunting you. Next up, Light No Fire. This one's coming out in 2025 to PC. We can't talk about upcoming open world survival games without talking about Light No Fire from the creators of No Man's Sky. Light No Fire is a game about adventure, building, survival, and exploration together. Set on a fantasy planet the size of Earth, it brings the depth of a role-playing game to the freedom of a survival sandbox. Light No Fire is promising to be the survival game on a scale you've never seen before, taking place in a massive procedural open world with boundaries at a scale no one's ever attempted before. You'll explore to uncover ancient mysteries and lore while constantly fighting for your survival, all inspired by the adventure, imagination, and charm of classic fantasy games. In the trailer for this game, we see players working together to build a town, flying on creatures, and swimming underwater. The only question is, will Hello Games be able to deliver on its promises this time? Time will tell. Next up, we have State of Decay 3, releasing in 2025 to PC and Xbox. State of Decay 3 is an open-world survival game set years after a zombie apocalypse nearly wiped out humankind. An evolving zombie threat is taking over the landscape, and you need to carve out a life for your community of survivalist homesteaders. The choices you make affect in-game events and storylines, so be careful. If one of your community members falls to the zombie horde, you'll lose that character and their abilities forever. Every risk must be weighed against the reward. With online multiplayer for up to 4 players, start a community together from scratch with your friends in a shared, persistent world. You'll all be able to build, develop, and expand a base that reflects your designs and your choices. Dune Awakening, releasing in 2025 to PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Linux. Dune Awakening is an open-world survival MMO set in the most dangerous planet in the universe. Survive the desert by learning the ways of the Fremen. Expand your potential through combat, spice, building, and trade. As guild intrigue and warfare rage, control the spice and cling to power. You'll survive, scavenge, and build a home to protect yourself from enemies and the elements. Seek fortune and spice through combat, exploration, trade, and crafting in a world shared by hundreds of other players. You'll embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries of your past and the disappearance of the Fremen. Manage water supplies, craft tools, and beware of the deadly sandworms. This is a PvP-centric open-world survival game that takes place in the Dune universe. So finding allies to team up with is going to be crucial to your success. Shifting sands recreate an ever-evolving landscape full of new opportunities. If you enjoyed games like Rust or Conan Exiles, this one's probably right up your alley. Ark 2, slated to be released in Q4 of 2024, so anytime now. However, this studio is not known for making their deadlines, so I won't be surprised if it's pushed to 2025. This one's coming out to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. In this game, you survive the past and tame the future. You're suddenly awakened on a primal world filled with dinosaurs and humans struggling for dominance, and you must team up with legendary heroes to confront powerful dark forces. This game stars Vin Diesel as the legendary Ark hero Santiago. You'll experience an epoch-spanning adventure as he seeks to protect his daughter Mika from the ghosts of the ancient past and visions of the new future. This game features target lock, dodges, combos, staggers, special attacks, allowing for an emphasis on skill-based fighting. This game was originally slated for a 2022 release date, but multiple delays have left its most recent delay sitting here at the end of 2024. It looks like it's going to be a massive and impressive game once it's complete, so hopefully the developers take whatever time they need to make sure it's ready before it's released. With that said, I'm looking forward to giving this one a chance when it finally comes out. These aren't the only amazing games coming out in the near future. Be sure to check out my list of upcoming RPGs popping up on screen right now. Which survival game are you looking forward to the most? Is there one that you think should have made the list but didn't? Let me know in the comments below. Massive shout out to my channel members. To become a channel member for perks like behind the scenes footage, a private Discord channel where you can reach out to me anytime, and more, hit the join button down below or find the link in the description. And don't forget, Star Wars Hunters Season 2 is out now. So download the game now using the link in the description or the QR code on screen and battle in battlefields themed after the most iconic locations in the galaxy. If you're not sure what to do next, check out one of these great videos popping up on screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.